I told my husband I never would have had his baby if I knew he'd break his promise to stay home with her. So I'm a doctor and I make way more money than my husband Jake, who works in marketing, like 3 times more. When we first started dating, I was super clear that I didn't really want kids. My dream was always to adopt from foster care someday, not have biological children. Jake said he understood and was totally fine with that. But last year, his best friend had a baby, and suddenly Jake got baby fever. He kept bringing up having kids, and I kept saying no. Then in August, our condom broke and I got pregnant. I was honestly thinking about getting an abortion, but Jake begged me to keep the baby. He said he'd quit his job and stay home until she was old enough for preschool. Since I make way more money, it made perfect sense financially. Plus, I told him straight up that I had zero interest in being a stay-at-home mom. My career is my life, and I'd go crazy sitting at home all day. There was another reason I didn't want daycare. Something bad happened to me when I was little, and I don't trust strangers with kids who can't talk yet. Jake knew all this and promised he'd handle everything. Our daughter Emma was born 2 months ago, and she's perfect. I've been on maternity leave, but I'm supposed to go back to work next week. This past weekend, I had to go to a medical conference out of state. It was the first time Jake was alone with Emma for more than a few hours. When I got home Sunday night, Jake was acting really weird. He was quiet during dinner and kept looking at me like he wanted to say something but couldn't. I figured he was just tired from taking care of the baby alone. But today, while Emma was napping, I finally asked him what was wrong. He completely broke down crying, like ugly sobbing in our kitchen. He said he couldn't do it anymore, that he felt trapped and overwhelmed after just 1 weekend. Then he dropped the bomb. He wanted me to extend my maternity leave, and he was thinking about trying to get his old job back. I asked him what we were supposed to do with Emma then. He suggested I quit my job and work from home somehow. I told him absolutely not. I've worked my whole life to become a doctor. I'm not throwing away my career because he can't handle 1 weekend with his own daughter. That's when he said maybe we should just put her in daycare. I completely lost it. I screamed at him that if I knew he was going to back out on his promise, I never would have agreed to have his baby in the first place. The words just came out before I could stop them. Jake's face went white and he just stared at me. Then he picked up his keys and left. He's been staying at his brother's house for 3 days now and won't answer my calls. My mom thinks I went too far, but I feel like he tricked me into having this baby under false pretenses.